So the other day on YouTube, I was accused of being a racist. Let me tell you where the word race comes from. The word race comes from the Europeans, because Europeans race. The word race comes from Europeans racing across the globe to control and own all the resources. That's where the word race comes from, because it was a race. Race is a group phenomenon. It was a competitive relationship to become king of the world, so to speak. And there was nothing here in America, so the Europeans would leave Europe because there wasn't shit in Europe. There wasn't nothing in Europe, so it was leaving Europe to go build America. And they would build America with the resources stolen from Africa. And they would use black people as a laboring class to build their wealth. That's what slavery was all about. People, I was watching a skit on Saturday Night Live the other day, and they made it seem like racism was all about white people hating black people. You got to understand, racism did not start slavery. Slavery started racism. That's what racism started. Racism did not start slavery. Slavery started racism. And the white Europeans would use black people as the laboring class to build their wealth. That's what it was all about. It was all about money. It was all about white people owning everything. And they own everything now. So the race is over, basically. Once the race was over, the E was removed from the word race and the ISM was added. And the ISM means racism. That means the prevailing conditions shall always remain. The white people on the top, black people on the bottom. When you think about it, white people own everything. They own the gold, they own the silver, they own the trees, they own the birds, they own the lions, they own the elephants, they own ABC, NBC, CBS, Time Warner, MGM. They own the movie theaters, they own the TV stations, they own the radio stations, they own the airports, they own the boats, they own the factories, they own the cars, they own the tigers, they own the tires, they own the belts, they own the air conditioners. White people run this fucking world. Black people don't run shit. A black man in America cannot be racist, because racism is about a group effort to control and own all the resources. In order to be racist, it has to start as a group first. And black people don't own shit in the hood. Black people don't own shit. We don't own the corner stores. We don't own the liquor stores. We don't own the bodegas. We don't own the apartments that we live in. We don't own the bike. We don't own shit. Black people, the hood is nothing but a big fucking hotel. So a black man in America cannot be racist. Calling me racist is like calling a black South African racist. Now, how can you call a black South African racist when them black ass South Africans don't own shit over in Africa? The white people own everything in South Africa. That was what apartheid was about. It was all about excluding black people from everything. But now that, black people fought for civil rights, and we able, that's why I always tell people, I tell people that, integration is an illusion. It's just like in South Africa. What's the use of being integrated when you can't afford to eat at a 4-star restaurant? So what's the point? So how can a black man in America be racist? How can I be racist when I don't own shit? I'm not hanging nobody. I'm not lynching nobody. I'm not dragging nobody behind a car. I'm not gang raping nobody. So how can a black man be racist? How can a black man be racist in America when they don't own shit? So you calling me racist is bullshit. I'm in the fucking hood. Black people in the hood don't own shit. These the fucking projects right here. Projects. Another word for project is experiment. So stop calling me racist. A black man in America cannot be racist. Racism is a group effort. It is a group phenomenon. It is a group phenomenon. It's the owner and it's a one group racing against another group to own and control all of the resources. And right now, black people in the hood ain't got no resources. Black people don't own shit. Like I told you before, the ghetto is nothing but a bucket with a bunch of holes in it. The money don't stay in the hood. The minute the money don't stay in the hood, the minute black people get money and they spend it, it leaves the hood. It leaves in truckloads. They spend money in there, it leaves the hood. They spend their money in that Chinese restaurant, it leaves the hood. They spend their money in that Bravo, it leaves the hood. Black people don't own shit in the hood. The money don't bounce in the hood. The money bounces in the Jewish neighborhood because the Jewish neighborhood is a community. The Jews own everything in the hood, in their neighborhood. They own the real estate, they own the cleaners, they own the tailors, they own the laundromat, they own the real estate companies, they own They own everything in their neighborhood. They own the cab stands. It's the same thing up there in Washington Heights. It's the same thing in Chinatown. But it's not like that in black neighborhoods because black people are so conditioned to think that they can be racist. But a black man can't be racist in America because he don't own shit. He don't own shit in the hood. And the thing about the hood is we go to all black churches, and the all black churches put their money into all white banks. So that's why the hood look like a Michael Jackson Thriller video with a bunch of fucking zombies walking around. Black zombies. We don't own shit in the hood. Black would go to these all black churches, and they put their money into all white banks at the end of the day. And the preacher is a pimp for the most part. He ain't changed. The preacher is a fucking pimp because they go to the people. In fact, church is the opium for the poor. It gives these people a sense of hope, and they're too backwards to realize it. And then every Sunday, you got all the tourists coming through the hood to get a show. I'm gonna make a video about it and show y'all. So again, like I said, a black man in America cannot be racist. Racism is a group effort. It's about one group racing against another group to own and control all of the resources. And black people don't own none of the resources. We don't own the gold, we don't own the copper, we don't own the silver, we don't own the cars, we don't own the banks, we don't own the soda, we don't own the candy store, we don't own the newspaper, we don't own the radio station, we don't own the neon lights, we don't own shit in the hood. White people own every fucking thing, and the race is over. The race is over. White people won.